If you have this big strategy in your head, but your team just doesn't get it, or you have this big vision and nobody's following through, then you don't actually have a strategy. You may just have an idea in your head. So if you're telling people do this, do that, you're giving them direction, but you're not giving them a vision, that's where part of the gap is. Your team won't know how to be able to fit in the pieces if all you're doing is giving directives. So you have to start with a clear vision. Get everybody aligned around the vision that you are trying to push out. You set your vision, make it clear, and make it very consumable for others. You got to avoid using boilerplate language. Boilerplate language, it looks great on a big, fancy, pretty slide, but honestly, it often translates poorly to the people who are actually out there doing the work. So if you have it for a higher audience, and then for your team, be able to translate that, because if it only translate at a higher level, it makes no sense to the people who are actually doing the work, and it also shows that the strategy is not clear. You want to make sure that you're tailoring your messaging for your audience specifically. So if it's something super high level, save that for your board, save that for your executives, save that for your funders. But when you're talking to your team, if you're in a nonprofit, when you're talking to your team, you make sure that that vision that was crafted at a super high level is easily consumable and translatable to your team. If one of your targets is to increase growth by 20%. What does that actually mean? What is growth? Or if you want to increase your impact, what does that mean? Is your impact meaning, if you're in a nonprofit, does that mean you want to increase your program engagement? What does that look like in terms of program engagement? Is that more people coming to events? Is that your team being more engaged? Like, does that mean more funder connections, more partnerships? It has to be clear. So those big vision ideas, if it's not just like, oh, increase growth or increase your impact. What is impact? So you have to define what that success looks like and then translate that into digestible goals for your team to meet. So if it's like, we're going to do a program this week and we need to make sure we have 10% more registration than last year, that puts us on a path toward overall higher engagement for the entire year, or higher impact for that entire year. Want to know if you're operating strategically? I created a quiz for that. Message me quiz and I'll send it over.